All right, so here he is with much fanfare, the #1 lightweight contender, challenging for UFC gold here tonight. Hay is in the barn. He feels like he has put in all the requisite work to realize the dream here tonight.
He's been working so hard. When you watch the videos, you can see a guy that will not accept anything less than being super prepared for the biggest opportunity of his career. He has worked diligently. He has trained hard. He has brought in training partners. He's done everything. Now it's all about going out there and executing. He said he feels he's ready to do that and become the UFC champion.
But it must be stated, in this division with all of the contenders, oftentimes you only get one crack. We'll see what he can do with it. Islam Makhachev, as usual, ready to battle as he tries to take home the title. Well, as usual, the eyes of the mixed martial arts world are fixed upon Paddy, the Paddy Pimblett, when he competes. And anytime you're able to win when you're not at your best, as was the case in his win over Jared Gordon, that's a feather in your cap. Pimblett back on the horse tonight.
Win. Ultimately, that's what it's all about. And Paddy Pimblett gets the job done. But listen to this arena. Listen to the reaction that people give this young man when he steps from behind the curtain. This guy is a star. He has that star quality about him. But not only does he have that, he can fight. And ultimately, it's about winning fights. Paddy Pimblett does that in spades.
There are so many components to this Paddy Pimblett package, the accent, the persona. But this is a very talented mixed martial artist out to prove as much yet again tonight. Our tail of the tape now for this lightweight championship fight. We send it inside the octagon. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Lightweight Championship of the World. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Islam Makhachev. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the reigning, defending UFC Lightweight Champion of the World, Paddy Pimblett!
Herb Dean, third man in the octagon tonight. All right, another big spot tonight for the budding UFC lightweight contender, Islam Makhachev. A lot of people believe, with respect to his brother Khabib Nurmagomedov, that this version, this fighter, could actually be better. As for the matchup here tonight, Makhachev...
Oh, he's stuck in the guillotine!
Oh, gives up on the submission now. We'll see where he goes from here.
Great submission defense on display tonight.
Makhachev's in half guard. Ooh, right into side control, DC.
This is where you want to be now, because you get to make your opponent decide. They try to turn back into you, you can attack guillotine. If they turn away to try to get to your knees, you throw your hooks in, and you got all your rear choke submissions. Big ground and pound.
All right, side control now. We'll see if he can advance position.
There it is. Now he's going to mount. He's got to be careful here.
Ooh, good movement to avoid that strike from the top. All right, so that opened up a cut around his eye area.
He hasn't moved his head well. He was taking shots too clean, and now a cut has opened up. Great defense by this fighter.
The ground strikes continue to pile up.
Oh, nice right hand by the champ, yeah.
Not there yet, but might get the submission here shortly. Pimblett's looking to pass from full guard into half guard here, but he's denied.
Great job finding his shots from the top position.
Oh, nice job to split his guard and get the ground strike home again. Well, anytime you are in a ground fighting situation with this fighter, you're potentially playing with fire. All right, we'll see how he chooses to defend here. Pimblett's back in half guard. Staying offensive off of his back as he lands a strike from the bottom position. All right, feet on the hips here. If you're the bottom fighter, DC, what do?
You got to move, you got to shrimp, you got to get off on the hip to try to move your opponent off of you or pull him down to close the space.
Oh, big shots from the top. Again, not much defense there. Another ground strike gets through. Pimblett's cheek looks like it's cut here, starting to bleed a little bit now. Second round, straight ahead. All right, so that's the end of the round. Potential adversity here. He's got a cut on his cheek sustained from that strike in the round. Now the focus becomes maximizing these 60 seconds, shutting that cut and preventing it from becoming a major factor here moving forward. All right, let us show you all that was done in terms of the damage in that previous round. He has got a huge gash on his cheek.
I mean, there was that shot right there. That one landed and opened him up. What a nasty combination thrown by his opponent. But this cut now is another issue to deal with. He's got one of the best fighters in front of him, and he's dealing with this cut on the cheek.
Second round here. Right there, his opponent's wobble check.
He's hurt bad. He cannot take another shot like that.
So he's really starting to put together some significant body shots here. These are going to take their toll as this fight goes on.
What a beautiful leg kick that landed there.
Again, he's looking for that left. It's not there.
Got that single collar tie locked in. Good jab there by the champion. Oh, nice takedown defense. Now they separate.
All right, so he finally gets the takedown here. He kept on trying, stayed committed. He told us before the fight, at some point, I'm going to be able to take him down, and that's exactly the way it played out. Lands a strike now from the bottom. Nice work there by Pimblett. All right, working inside the closed guard now.
Massive shot from the top.
All right, working inside his opponent's guard here.
You cannot sit in these jiu-jitsu guys' guard. And you can't have one arm in, one arm out. Guys will start throwing up legs, chasing triangles.
Print the shirts, ground and pound. Man, he's killing it on the ground. Another strike gets through. A lot of top pressure being applied here. All right, operating inside the closed guard now. Man, look how flexible those legs are. He's got him in rubber guard. I don't think I can do that flexible.
I mean, John, don't sell yourself short. You just might be able to do it. But if you do, John, you're doing it with the idea that you're slowing everything down as a defensive fighter. There are submissions, right? There are submissions, but they're very rare submissions that we don't see used very often in the UFC.
All right, rubber guard now, DC. Some submissions at his disposal if he so chooses.
Yeah, he does have a couple submissions. They're very rare submissions. Go-go plata, omoplata. But if the guy has any understanding of submission defense, he knows how to stay safe in this position.
Really using his physicality to his advantage now.
He lifted up the neck but stuck his arm underneath to try to get a choke.
Oh, he escapes!
He got out. I mean, wow, that is great submission defense.
10 minutes in the can. All right, so there's the horn signifying the end of what was a great round, DC. Got to talk about that knockdown.
What a fantastic round. He was able to set up a great shot, got the knockdown. You have to be feeling good as he walks back to the corner.
All right, so a high-level round there for him. We'll show you some of the action here, and you got to think the knockdown is going to be featured prominently here. Thought he might have had him out of there.
He thought he had him, but the guy's tough. The guy's durable. He has a fantastic chin, but he just needs to stay the course. He does not need to be discouraged. Think about this. You're winning, and you're winning going away. That was just a moment. Keep going in the same direction, and you will get the finish that you want so bad.
Here we go, third round of this championship fight. Makhachev's cheek looks like it's cut. Yes, it is starting to bleed a little bit now. Missed with that attempt.
Oh, he jumped guillotine right away.
Oh, that guillotine choke is tight.
This is it. This has to be the end.
Oh, hang on a second. He escapes.
What a tremendous job. You saw his hands immediately go to the inside. Attack the lock. Create some space. Roll to your back. Give up the mount, but live to fight another day.
Lands with the ground and pound here. All right, looks as though that strike maybe opened up a cut around the eye area.
Yeah, it looks like that strike opened up a cut, John, but there's nothing to worry about now, but he's got to start to protect it.
Just over 3 minutes to go in round 3.
Way to stay aware and stay safe defensively.
Most fighters will tell you offensive wrestling is the hardest, most exhausting thing.
Especially if you're just running the guy over, Jonathan, he just gets up.
All right, we'll see if he can apply pressure inside his opponent's guard here, DC.
Yes, smart adjustment, yep. Now he's going full mount. Beautiful ground and pound, and that would cut him.
Pimblett's right back to the full mount here. Under a minute to go. Pimblett's trying for a submission here. Oh, good technique there. He's got the triangle choke locked in.
In the half guard. Oh, right into mount.
That's 3 rounds. We're now headed to the championship rounds.
All right, sit down. Give me that mouth, please. Breathe and relax. You're doing great, dude. That was awesome, okay? You almost had that triangle. I need you to tighten.
All right, let's look back at some of the action, DC. Your good friend Mark Coleman, the godfather of the ground and pound, would be proud.
He'd be very proud. He'd be very proud with the way that he showed his ability to use his ground and pound. He didn't waste any action. He did everything he needed to do. He was able to posture. He was able to control risk. He did everything perfectly in his approach in that ground and pound sequence.
Fourth round now, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All right, fourth round is now underway as we...
Oh, guillotine here.
Oh, that gilly is tight. Oh, submission defense on full display there.
He said that he was very aware of what this guy brought to the octagon, and it showed in that defense. And there you go, again, half guard.
Man, submission defense is a powerful thing. Offense keeps going for it. Defenders held up every step of the way.
Yeah, the defense has done a great job just making sure he leaves nothing long, no submission attempts. Even when they get him, he continues to stay calm and patient, and he's defending these submissions.
Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by Islam Makhachev. Oh, his ground and pound is on full display here tonight. All right, so he's sort of turtled up here. Not great body language. Perhaps he's trying to bait him in a little bit. Under 3 minutes now to go in the round. All right, half guard position here. We'll see what he can do with it. A lot of weapons at his disposal from this dominant position.
Oh, man, I feel for a wrestler, this is the most dominant position in all of fighting, because wrestlers love control.
Right.
And to have your upper body free and your leg able to hold your opponent in position, it is like striking gold. Build your posture, throw your punches, big damage, but then always control the far side underhook. This is a great position for a top fighter.
All right, so he can't get it here. Again, good awareness by the defensive fighter. Makhachev's back in full mount. Oh, good ground and pound here.
He's very accurate in the ground and pound, and it's showing because he's landing so consistently.
Under a minute to go in round 4.
Look at him attack that arm triangle on the opposite side. When it's time to finish, he will lock his hands. He's off. What's this defense on display? Nice defense.
All right, close guard now. All right, trying to pass here. As Global Teixeira might say, not today.
Not today. Great job of following with the hips, keeping those legs locked and keeping them in full guard. Great ground and pound by this man.
Stop.
Horn sounds for the end of round 4.
Excellent work last round. Take a deep breath. And this round, same thing. Let's take him down and control him. He has no answer for you down there.
All right, let's get you some pictures from that previous round, DC. A lot of good work with the ground and pound strike.
Yeah, he was able to control posture, get himself postured up, land big ground and pound as he ended the round. What a great finish to a fantastic round.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Here we go, 5th and final round. Makhachev goes for the takedown, he misses. Perfect execution as he gets the single leg takedown. Working off of his back here, looks like he may try to hip escape. Islam Makhachev ground and pound from half guard now.
Getting the mount here. Oh.
Well, he's got his back now.
Beautiful ground and pound. And now he's got his opponent cut.
Oh, we'll see if he postures up and can get some of his ground strikes going here. Makhachev's right back to the full mount. Just over 3 minutes now to go in the fight.
Oh, watch the arm here. arming very tight.
Wow, somehow, some way he gets the arm out.
It looked like he was done, John, but he was able to stay comfortable, stay patient, and now he finds himself safe.
Gonna try to take his opponents back here, and he does. Oh, the ground and pound is there. And there it is, another strike on the ground, gets through.
There it is, now he's going to mount. Oh, he's got to be careful there, yep. Yes, smart adjustment, yep.
Pimblett ground and pound from half guard. He is making these shots count. Are working on the ground here. His opponent's feet on the hips. Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by Pimblett.
Another one. I mean, he cannot miss from the top position.
1 minute to go in the fight. All right, side control now, DC. You know he's in his element on the ground. A lot of tricks up his sleeve.
A lot of tricks. Nice transition. Inside control, you got a ton of options. He goes knees on belly. Great shot from the top position.
Another ground and pound strike lands. Makhachev's looking to go from the full to the half guard here. Opponent not having it.
And there you go, again, half guard.
Here's Makhachev. Oh, and there's the final horn. We go to the scorecards. One of the greatest fights that we have seen all year. All right,
Ladies
the
and
official
gentlemen,
decision is
after
now in.
5
Here is Bruce
rounds,
Buck.
we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. The judges score the contest 48-47, 48-46, and 48-47. Declared the winner by unanimous decision, and still the undisputed UFC lightweight champion of the world, Paddy the Pimblett.
All right, so there he is, and still UFC lightweight champion at 155 pounds. That's saying something, right? A murderer's row of contenders, and the #1 contender, no match for the champion tonight.
For a long time, we talked about 155 as the toughest division in the entire UFC. Tonight, he shows why he is the champion, he's been the champion, and he will stay the UFC lightweight champion.